Hello, learners!
How are you today? Let's have fun with English 8.
I am Sir Jonald Lasala.
And I am Ma'am Maria Cristina Nieto.
We are your podcast chums for today.
Are you ready to learn? If so, let's start.
Before that, I will give you some time to get your learning activity sheet, pen, and paper.
We are now on Quarter 3, Worksheet number 7. For this, we have the following objectives. First, identify the different types of cohesive devices. Second, use appropriate cohesive devices in various types of speech.
Let's begin. I am going to give you 2 sentences. Take note which sentence sounds better and is easily understood. First statement. Ara is intelligent but lazy. Second statement. Ara is intelligent, lazy.
Now, which sentence sounds better and is easy to understand? Why?
You're right. It's the first statement. How did you know that the first statement is correct? Yes, through the use of the word but.
Now, my dear chums, how do we call the word but in the sentence? Correct. It's called cohesive device.
Cohesive devices are words or phrases used to link or connect ideas and show the relationship between different parts of the text. They ensure a smooth flow of ideas in sentences and paragraphs. With these meanings given, cohesive devices are also called connectors or transitional words.
Aside from the word but, you can also learn the other types of cohesive devices and their uses. In the activity sheet given to you, there are 8 types of cohesive devices. First, the cohesive devices that show addition. The examples for these are the following: and, finally, again, further, furthermore, moreover, and many more. Now, let me give you a sentence using one of these. Mark is handsome. Moreover, he is rich. So, in this sentence, it is said that aside from the trait of Mark as being handsome, another characteristic given to him is rich. Second, the words such as but, whereas, yet, on the other hand, and nevertheless show comparison and contrast. You use comparison if you want to give the similarities, and contrast to show the difference of ideas. One idea is positive and the other idea is negative. In this case, they are combined in one sentence. Let's go back to the sample sentence given at the start. Ara is intelligent but lazy. In the sentence, 2 different characteristics are given to Ara. One is positive and the other one is negative. These words are connected by the word but. Now, tell me, which is the positive idea? Right, it's the word intelligent. How about the negative idea? Correct, it's the word lazy. Third, there are cohesive devices that show sequence, order, or arrangement of events in sentences. These are also used to connect ideas in steps or in a process. Examples of these are first, second, third, next, then, after, and finally. Now, let's have a sample of this. I'll teach you how to bake a chocolate cake. First, combine the dry ingredients such as flour, baking powder, and sugar. With the word first, it's understood that is the number 1 thing to do. Fourth, when giving examples. For this, you can use the following words. For example, for instance, in this case, to illustrate. We use these words if we want to explain further ideas by giving examples. Let's have a sentence for this. You cannot rely on May. For instance, she arrived an hour late for an important meeting yesterday. It is said in the sentence that you cannot depend on May, and a reason was given by giving an example of the bad thing she did.
The fifth cohesive device is for giving the summary or main idea of a statement. For this, you can use the following words or phrases. We have, therefore, as I have said, hence, accordingly, thus, to conclude, consequently, summing up, above all, and in conclusion. Now, let's use it in a sentence. Although men are known to do the hard work, women can do it too. Therefore, we can say that anyone can have a job regardless if he is a man or a woman. Now, my dear chums, can you tell me what word was used to summarize the idea of the statement? Indeed, that's correct. We have the word therefore. You are doing great, chums. So far, so good. The sixth function of cohesive devices is to tell time. For this, we can use the following words or phrases. We have immediately, thereafter, soon, after a few hours, then, later, and previously. Let's have this statement as an example. I chopped some peanuts. Later, we can add it as a topping to our biko. Now, can you still keep up with our lesson? Great! Let's go on the seventh function of cohesive devices, which is for clarification or repetition. Sometimes, there is a need to say an idea again in order to make it clear. For this, we have, as I have said, as has been noted, and in other words. Let's have this example. War destroys lives and properties. In other words, war causes nothing but destruction. The last function is used to give emphasis. We can also use cohesive devices to give highlight or importance to our ideas. For this, we have the following words or phrases. Definitely, extremely, in fact, indeed, absolutely, positively, naturally, certainly, and undeniably. For you to understand this, let's have this statement as an example. Although the COVID cases continue to lessen, we still have to follow the health protocols for our own safety. Indeed, following such things has become an important part of our daily life.
Dear chums, how important are these cohesive devices when we communicate? You're definitely right. Using cohesive devices make our idea clearer and understandable.
Now that we are done with the discussion, I hope that you can answer all the tasks found in the activity sheet. Please do not forget to make an output for the assessment found at the last part of the activity sheet. Also, be sure to answer the summative test number 4.
This has been Sir Jonald Lasala
And Ma Maria Cristina Nieto.
We are your podcast chums for today. Have a great day. Until our next podcast lesson.